Welcome to this episode of Blended, Blessed, and Always a Mess. I'm Eric.
And I'm Angie.
We are married with a ton of kids.
We have 6 kids total. He has 3 and I have 3.
My name's Hallie and I love riding horses.
My name's Lexi and I've always been the most responsible.
My name's Carter and I like picking on my siblings.
My name's Chase and I love a clean truck.
My name's Summer and I still like to spend my parents' money.
My name's Dane and I love baseball.
And around here, we talk about the real stuff. Parenting, marriage, faith.
Along with grief, growth, second chances, and blended family life.
And all the in-between moments that don't make it to Instagram.
Our podcast is for the couples figuring it out, the parents trying their best, and the ones holding faith and heartbreak in the same hand.
Look, we don't have it all together.
Not even close.
But we do have honesty.
And a whole lot of grace.
This is Blended, Blessed, and Always a Mess.
Let's get into it.
This episode is brought to you by Sevens Boutique, an online shop created by 2 sisters, Angie and Jess, who believe you should walk boldly, dress divinely, and know your significance. At Sevens, you'll find easygoing pieces that are cozy, classy, and made to mix and match. Think relaxed pants, cozy sweaters, and lifestyle sets you'll want to live in. Every item is handpicked with purpose, so you can shop confidently, dress comfortably, and walk boldly. Inventory is small and curated, so if you see something you love, don't wait. Visit sevensboutique.com and use the code PODCAST10 for 10% off your first order. www.sevensboutique.com. Walk boldly, dress divinely, know your significance.
Welcome to this week's episode of Blended, Blessed, and Always a Mess, where if you are watching the YouTube, we're recording this at night. It's a stormy night in mid-Missouri. So many great songs about rain. I love a rainy night. It's such a beautiful sight. I love it here. We could do a rainy night in Georgia, although it's Missouri.
What else? What else you got back there?
Stranger to the rain. I'm a friend of thunder. Lord, is it any wonder lightning strikes me? Keith Whitley for you. Okay. And so,
What's our topic?
well, I think it's just random.
Random updates. We have several podcast topics coming up, but I just decided we just have a bunch of random updates. We're just going to have a conversation tonight. No set topic.
Well, we're really busy right now.
Yeah.
So it's great to be able to take a little time and catch up. And you and Summer had a little self-care day today. So that's great.
Yes, hair days are the best days. It was time to lose the gray. I always love getting my hair done by my sister. Since we opened the Sevens Boutique, we tried now and we're together that we make little funny videos, or we send each other TikToks like, oh, we should make this one. So we had one to make today, but some days you have it together, and other days you don't. And we just couldn't get it together today. We tried like 6 or 7 times to make this one video and it wasn't working. Then she had a customer come in, so we bagged it. But there's something about getting your hair done. Also, my appointment this morning was at the crack of dawn at 6:30, which meant I had to leave at 5:30. But I also had a crazy work travel. Was in Nashville and St. Louis, and then back in I was all over the board, and then up early for my hair appointment. But
I got my hair cut by Jesse yesterday, so it's looking fly.
Yes, she does a great job.
Yeah, big fan. So anyway, that's...
And then this afternoon, we went to... Summer and I had an appointment at...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have left it for the podcast. But anyway, she got a facial for her skin, working through some skin challenges, and that seems to be helping her. And until this time, I'm like, I need to get Botox done. So I'm like, I'll just do a consult there. But
I said,
Eric doesn't quite understand the expense of Botox. But this time, I don't know about you guys, but I clench my jaw so bad all the time. Like, I don't realize I'm doing it, but in the day, I've got a headache because I'm clenching my jaw so hard all the time. And so anyway, I've been sharing for a little while, like I want to try getting Botox in my masseter muscle. I don't know how you say it, but it's the large muscle you use for chewing. And mine are like, it's like a muscle that you have in your arm. And so, you're constantly working out. It's tense all the time. So Anyway, I got regular Botox today and added that on. You know, in the spirit of honesty, I shared how much it was, and he thought I was joking.
Not really honest. It'd be when Angie's made it clear I'm not allowed to say anything that would evidently. I appreciate it. I think.
Told you.
Yeah, I think it's just we have some other things that are high this month, and so it was like, cool, yeah,
Good.
Awesome.
It'll be okay.
So I just grinned and bared it, and it's because again, I'm not allowed to.
Mother's Day.
Comment on that.
Here's the deal. Mother's Day is coming up, and you don't have to get me anything for Mother's Day.
You're so full of crap. You know I'm a better husband than that. You know I'm a better husband than that.
Then if it bothers you that bad, just don't get me anything for Mother's Day. I'm serious.
Do you see how
Mother's
she twists it? How she changes it?
No.
Yes, that's a twisting, changing.
No, I would 100% be okay if you didn't get me anything for Mother's Day. You are not okay.
45. I'm not dumb enough to believe that. Come on, honey.
I'm serious.
I'm not some dumb husband. Let's be honest.
Anyway, the results, you don't see them for like 2 weeks. If you guys have had it before, message me because I'm curious if it actually relieves tension.
I don't know when it works and doesn't work because I think she looks amazing. So there's that. So
you can definitely tell on Botox because your forehead doesn't move whenever you get it. See, like it's still moving, but
shockingly enough, I never look at your forehead to see if it's
I'm aware you don't look at my forehead.
Anywho.
I'm aware.
What now?
What else? Well, Jelly Roll came out with a new song recently that's so good. It's so sad, but it's so good. It's called Heaven Took You Early.
Yeah, the line talks about I wasn't ready, which, I mean, there's just a lot of poignant lines in the song.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you're grieving, it's a song to listen to. I just think his voice you can hear the pain in his voice, I think, with Jelly Roll. I think that's why some of his songs, a lot of his songs are so relatable. I think people can connect to the pain and like the struggles that he's gone through. But it's a really good song.
It is a good song. And he actually is up for his first Entertainer of the Year award at the Academy of Country Music Awards in a few weeks. So
I remember the first time I saw him, I was in Nashville for CMA Fest when he was just getting started. And you guys know I'm not like a huge country music fan, but also I'm not a big concert goer. So it's another scenario where Eric's annoyed with my job because the things I go do are the things he would love to go do. Anyway, this guy, he was like
large, 300 to 400 pounds at that point.
Large, comes out and people are losing their minds and he's all tatted up. And I remember thinking like, what in the hell is happening? I had no idea who he was. Again, it was like when he had, very first popular song. Now I get it. Now I totally get it. But when I first saw him, I'm like, what?
If you don't know, he really got that name because his mom said he always ate donuts after church on Sunday morning. So name of Jelly Roll, always a big guy. And the story goes, he ends up in prison, but finds the Lord there. And music was always something that he loved. And he believed the music, his Bible could get him out of his prison cell. And now he's got this life where he does profess his faith. And so I do love that about Jelly Roll. And it is a good song. If you haven't heard it, Heaven Took You Early. Be sure to check it out.
Speaking of Jelly Roll, do you want to talk about 75 Hard and how that's going for you?
Would you like
to have a Jelly Roll?
It's still go. I would like to have a donut. Absolutely. I had Bible study this morning at church and they had the best donuts and I had to pass them up again. I told Summer, so today when we record this is day 39, 36 days to go.
But when we were talking about the podcast topic, you said we could talk about 45-day hard. I'm like, is that when are you quitting at 45 days?
I actually told Summer this yesterday. Her and I were on the phone. I was like, I may quit at 40 days. Like, I can't. This is the sugar thing. It's just killing me. And then.
But really, sugar is killing you. So it's good to not have sugar.
Anyway. So I've lost like 13, 14 pounds. And I was telling Summer tonight, I was like, the problem is then this morning, I'm getting ready to get in the shower. And she's like, oh, I can see your abs are showing through. And I'm like, God, now I have to keep this up for 75 days.
So
she can see the full finished product. And that's how I feel about it. Well, I don't quit things in general. So I said I was going to do 75 hard. So I feel like I have to do the 75 hard. That's just how I live my life. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. So
this is real talk right now.
Yeah, I just do things. When I say I'm going to do them, I do them. I can't quit. So I'm 39 days in. The sugar's been hard to the point where Angie said recently, she's like, I think alcohol was easier to quit. And I said, well, yeah, we got rid of the alcohol. And no kid was like, you want some beer? Instead, there's sugar all over this house. We got kids that are going.
It says tornado warning. Watch a warning. Sorry, there was a tornado warning, so we had to regroup.
Had to stop for a tornado warning. But what we were saying was when I quit drinking, there was no beer in the house and the kids aren't offering you beer, but the sugar, they're like, Eric, does this look good? Yeah, it looks really good. I want the crumble cookie you're eating. I want the ice cream you bought. I want the Oreos. So it's been incredibly difficult for me to not have those things for 39 days now. Again, I see the difference. I see the pictures because you have to take pictures with the 75 hard. You're supposed to do it every day. And I see the difference from day 1 to day 39, not just on the scale, but the way my clothes fit. The way my wife can't keep her hands off me once a week. That was see how that was funny.
That was funny. Let's back up though.
Okay.
This is real talk.
We got about 10 minutes before we got to hit to the basement probably.
This morning I said you could see your abs, but that does not mean that you need to go starve yourself and not eat stuff.
That means I need a 24 pack.
I have never said, my God, I need to see your abs. That is all stuff that you are putting in your own head around that.
What I heard was, that looks good. If it can look even better, I will be all over you on the regular. That's how I heard it.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure.
Dude thing.
So now if I can make it 36 more days to see how my abs really can look, then maybe for the summer, she's going to be all about it.
Let's be real. You are the one. You were the one that came up with, I want to do 75 hard. And you're the one that said, I'm cutting out sugar. Nobody asked you to do that. You decided to take that on. So I thought it was a little extreme for you that, yes, you were a sugar addict more than you are a beer addict.
It's been a rough go, but when I say I'm going to do something.
Yeah, so stick to it. But I imagine, yes, this is.
Did you hear how she said stick to it? It's because she really likes
Oh my God, you are totally.
I heard her. You did too. You really were listening.
It all around.
Kind of like you did with that dollar amount on the botox earlier when you were like, oh, it's just blah, blah, blah. But I'm not allowed to say anything. Yeah, I'm making it entertaining for the audience. So are you entertained? That would be my next question.
Creepy. That was really creepy.
I mean, I have a lot of voices. I hear voices in my head. Da, 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 da. Sorry. But anywho.
Okay. All right.
Angie had the fever blister from hell pop up.
Okay.
And
I would like our listeners to share if they have any home remedies for fever blisters because I've never gotten fever blisters until I met Eric.
I've had them since I was 6.
And when I get them, they're huge. And you are in rare form tonight.
There's a tornado. I can feel it.
And they make me sick. Like my bones and my face hurt. My lymph nodes swell up right on the side that I have the fever blister. The fever blister is huge. My body, I feel like complete ass for a week. And I've been trying to do different home remedies. We have a prescription for
the Valtrax. But it's for your mouth herpes. It's not the other thing. It always weirds me out when I go to pick it up from the pharmacy. I'm like, it's for my mouth. It's for my mouth.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's really the same thing. But anyway. Whatever makes you feel better.
Okay.
Anyway, we do that. I do the Abreva. Also, we've started and stopped this podcast like 14 times. So bear with us if it feels clunky. Yeah, send me your fever blister hacks because we're trying everything. And I literally had it from a Tuesday morning through the entire next week. And tonight's Friday. And I still have one little spot left. It's a long time. Help me.
She will put ice on. I think ice can help from time to time right out of the gate if you put ice on it.
Icing it, red light, all the things.
Stuff. I think she's gorgeous. Didn't need the Botox, didn't need the hair done, but it is what it is. I want her to feel good about her.
See, there you go.
And that's what really matters.
That's what matters.
Let me tell you.
I feel good about me.
It's about compromise. And in marriage, compromise is, like my buddy Russ said long ago, got married. Carolyn wanted a cat. I didn't want a cat. So we compromised and got a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what it's like with Angie and Botox. I don't really need her to get the Botox. She wants the Botox. So we compromised. She got the Botox. And that's how that works. And
That's how it's always going to work.
compromise, guys. That's
Yeah.
how it is. Yeah. I love to.
That's so sweet of you.
Love it. You're welcome.
Mother's Day gift. No wrinkles on my forehead. I think we should wrap this thing up. Actually.
Yeah, we're going to head to the
Have a
basement.
really short podcast because it's Friday night. We got to get this out, and we're under tornado warnings.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Guys, if you are in mid-Missouri, we hope it's a safe night for you. If you're watching, you can see all the lightning in the background. Just hope you have a wonderful week. Be safe with all the storms going across the U.S., and God bless.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Blended, Blessed, and Always a Mess. Lexi and Hal, take it away.
I'm Lexi. And I'm Hallie. Have a great week. Or have the week that you deserve. That was perfect.
God bless.